Hey guys, welcome back to another video today. Today I'm going to do, it's a Lion Brand pattern. I am not going to do the christening gown, I'm just going to do the bonnet today. And I've had requests for bonnets until I get back from vacation and can work on one myself. I'm just going to do this bonnet with you today. So this is a free pattern from lionbrand.com. The pattern number is L10357 and it is an intermediate skill level. So the size of the bonnet is going to be right about to fit a 3 to 9 month old. Doesn't give exact measurements for that. So sorry about the camera moving, my daughter kicked it by accident. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do the bonnet today. So you're going to need it calls for a 4mm hook, but I'm going to use a 4.25, and I'm going to use a multicolored pastel yarn. So there's not going to be a big difference in the size of it, but it'll be fun. And if you hear a bunch of pitter patter in the background, that's the 3 baby kittens. They're running themselves ragged this morning, getting into everything. Okay, and then I'm going to have a needle, and then of course your scissors. And I always advise that you go to the website and print the pattern off. That way you can follow along with me, and if you are more advanced, then you can skip ahead of me if you like. It's your choice, but please print the pattern off if you're going to follow along with me on the Lion Brand pattern that I have here. Okay, and I was going to let everybody say good morning to Bella this morning. She's in her little honey pot pouch, and she likes to eat Cheerios. So I'm going to feed her a Cheerio so you can see how cute she is eating them. Zoom in. Bella, want a Cheerio, pumpkin? Look. Say hi, everybody. Want a Cheerio for breakfast? Oh, there you go. So when she gets a Cheerio in her mouth, she's your best friend. She's so funny when she's eating. Got a little pig nose, or little possum nose. Want to say hi to everybody this morning? Huh? So she comes out some, and I like to get her on my videos and let you guys have a peek at her when I can, because she pretty much sleeps all day unless I wake her up. So see, now she's going to get done with her Cheerios. She thinks I have more. Nope, that's all you get. Her eating a Cheerio is like us eating a cantaloupe. Can you say goodnight, Bella? Let's say goodnight to everybody. So she's going to be sitting here within the video. You might see her. Yeah, there she goes. Alright, so now we're going to start the pattern, and we'll see how this turns out when we finish. So let's get started. Alright guys, the first thing for our bonnet is we're going to change 60. I have already completed that, so you can stop the video here and go ahead and chain 60. Alright, now the next part is going to be row 1, and you're going to actually work on the wrong side, and you're going to half double crochet in the 6th chain from the hook. Okay? Now, working on the wrong side throws a lot of people. Okay, so basically this is your right side. You see the look, you have your 2 hoops that you chained. What you're going to do when it says to work on the wrong side is you're going to take this and you're going to turn this over. Okay, where you're going to see that middle loop there. Okay, now what that said was you're going to half double crochet in the 6th chain. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you're going to yarn over, and you're going to go, and you're still going to have 2 loops on that hook, and you're going to pull through, and you have 3 hoops, yarn over, and pull through all 3. Okay, so that's the first step. Now the next step is that's going to be beginning chain counts as a half double crochet and chain 2. So you're going to chain 2, skip the next 2, and half double crochet in the next chain. Okay, so my paperwork situated. So what we're going to do is you're going to chain 2 at this point. So 1 and 2. Then you're going to skip 2 and half double crochet in the next. So 1 and 2 you're going to skip. You're going to go into this next one. 1, 2. Sorry guys, I'm looking through the camera at this. Sometimes it gets hard to see. And then you're going to pull through all 3. Okay, so I'm going to move that out of the way now. And what you're going to do is you're going to repeat it all the way across, and you should have 19 chain spaces by the time you get to the end of the row. Okay, so that means you're going to have 19 spaces. So you're going to go back, you're going to chain, not chain. Yep, you're going to chain 2 here. I had to make sure, I don't want to tell you wrong. Chain 2, then you're going to skip 2, and then go into that third one and do your half double crochet. And if you're not super sure on the half double crochet, even after I just showed you, this is not a video to teach you how to do the stitch. So you will have to go back to my other videos and do a search on half double crochet, and I have a video there for you to view. Okay, so you're just going to chain 2, skip 2, and half double crochet in the third. Okay, and that's what you're going to do all the way across. So chain 2, skip 2, and do a half double crochet in that third stitch all the way across. Chain 2, skip 2, and go into that third. Okay, so finish that off, and this is what it's going to look like all the way across. Hey guys, welcome back. I have gone all the way across. I have got 19 chain spaces. Okay, that's what you want to have all the way to the end of your row, and you're going to end up with that in that last stitch with a half double crochet. So now for row 2, you're going to chain 2. That's going to count as your half double crochet on this row. Alright, so you're going to turn. Alright, so you're going to do 2 half double crochets in the next chain space. You're not going to do it in the stitch, you're going to do it in the space, okay? So you're going to yarn over, you're going to go into that big space there and pull up and do 2 half double crochet in that space. Just like that. Okay, then you're going to half double crochet in the next half double crochet. So what that means is you're going to go into this half double crochet stitch. So you're going to yarn over and you're going to go into the top of that half double crochet stitch. Okay, just like that. Then you're going to go into, you're going to keep repeating that. So in this next space, you're going to do 2 half double crochet. And then in that next double crochet from the previous round, you're just going to do a half double crochet in the top. Okay. So you're going to go into the gap now for a half double crochet, into the same gap for a second half double crochet. Then you're going to do a half double crochet in the top of this previous row that had the half double crochet. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. So now you just go inside for 2 half double crochet, and then you'll go here in the top. So while I'm working this, I'll tell you something funny. I always get up between 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, and I sit down, drink my coffee, play some bingo, and sometimes I work. And Bella being up all night, she hadn't settled in to her sleeping pattern for the day, so, and the curtains are behind me on the couch where I sit, do my work. The curtains, they started moving. So I was kind of getting a little psyched out there. I was like, what in the world? Because I thought maybe it's the kittens. I was like, no, they don't climb curtains. So then I looked at the top, and of course Bella picked her way out of the cage, one of the cage doors. There's like 10 or 12 doors on that cage. And of course they're known to be good lock pickers, and we have to have twisty ties on all of the, it's almost like a bird cage on all of the doors. There's little doors and big doors. And me and the girls were cleaning the cage out 2 days ago, and I guess we forgot to put some twisty ties on the door, and she decided to open the doors and just go out. So she was having fun tracing up my blinds or my curtains while I was drinking coffee. So it was kind of funny to wake up to. She was a little bit entertaining, but she wanted out and she got out. So point taken, you can't leave the twisty ties off of her cage very long. So anyways, that was the highlight of my morning. Thought I'd share a story with you every now and then. That way we don't get so tied up in our crochet, that is, to where we're stressing over how to do the stitches or things like that. So I like to kind of keep the ice broken a little. So I'm almost all the way across. So just make sure that you're continuing your pattern. You're doing 2 half double crochet in each chain space, and then 1 half double crochet in the previous row of each half double crochet. It's pretty simple. And this may turn out probably a 6 to 9 month old based on the yarn. I thought maybe it would actually be pretty close to the size, but I think it's going to be a little bigger, and that's fine. Okay, so now I've gone all the way across. Now what it says here is do 2 half double crochet in the beginning chain space, half double crochet in the 3rd chain. Okay, so what that means, you're going to count on this last one. Actually, you're going to do 2 in here first. Do 2 in there, and then you're going to count down to the 3rd chain. So 1, or count up to the 3rd chain. Sorry about that. So you're going to count 1, 2, and then 3, which is this stitch right here. You're going to do that last half double crochet right there. Alright, so you may want to count. You're going to have 58 stitches in this row. So I'm going to go off camera and count mine to make double sure, and then we'll be right back up. Count your stitches to make sure you have 58. Alright guys, we're back now. I did count all the way across my rows, and I am exact on my 58 count. Alright, so now row 3, you're going to chain 2, turn, and half double crochet in the next half double crochet. Alright, so you're going to chain 2 here. You're going to turn, and in that next half double crochet right here, you're going to do a half double crochet. Okay, and I'm just going to read the pattern, guys, so I'm assuming you guys have printed it or have your computer in front of you, because it's really hard to switch back and forth, and a lot of my followers tend to get lost when I do that. So just read it off your computer with me, or print it off. So what we did, we chain 2, turn, and half double crochet. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a chain 1. Okay, and you're going to skip the next half double crochet and half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Okay, so you're going to skip this one, then you're going to do a half double crochet in this one and a half double crochet in that next one. Okay, so what that's going to do, you're going to end up with that last one is going to be over the top of the one from the original first row, if you've done that correctly. Okay, and then you're going to have that chain 1 gap, which is going to match this gap. Okay, so that's probably going to be the objective here, is to keep the pattern consistent. Alright, so then what you're going to do is you're going to repeat that to the last 2 stitches, okay? So you'll chain 1, and then you'll skip this next one, then you'll do a half double crochet in the next 2. So what you're doing is you're forming that gap where we went straight across this row. There were no gaps. Now you're going back up here to form those gaps again. It's pretty understandable. So you skip 1, and then you want to do 2 half double crochet in the next. Okay, chain 1. You're going to skip the next one. Then you're going to yarn over, and you're going to do a half double crochet in the next, and a half double crochet in the next. Alright, so you're going to chain 1, skip 1, go into the next 2 with a half double crochet. And then there's nothing hard about this, so for those of you who get stressed easily when it comes to your crochet, no need to be. I try to make things as simple as possible. Just make sure that you do skip that 1. That's very important, and then make sure you do that chain 1, okay? Because that's producing the gap that you're getting here. Okay? That's giving those gaps. So if you don't do those, you're not going to have gaps. So then you'll just do 2, then chain 1, and then skip, and then do 2 again. So it's very simple. Finish that all the way across, and we'll catch up. Okay guys, I am back. I am going to go right here to my last couple stitches. Okay, so you're going to have, you should have 2 left. I'm not sure why I have 3. Or maybe I don't. I'm just thinking I do. Let's see. You're going to chain 1, which I did. Go ahead and chain your 1 right here. You're going to skip the next stitch and half double crochet in the top of the beginning chain. So you're going to skip this one. Yeah, I'm right. And go right into the top of that last stitch for basically 1 half double crochet instead of 2 right there. Okay, so now row 4, you're going to chain 2, okay, and you're going to turn. I'm going to pull my camera down a little bit. You're going to half double crochet in the next chain 1 space. So right here, you're going to yarn over and go in that gap like we've been doing for a half double crochet. Now you're going to half double crochet in next 2 stitches, okay? So you're going to go 1 and then 2. Okay? So you're just going to repeat that across. You're going to half double crochet now into the chain 1 space just like this. And then you're going to half double crochet in the next 2 half double crochet. Okay, so basically we're just making the row solid as we did the gap row. Now we're going to go back to making a solid row. So you're going to do 1 half double crochet in the gap, and then you're going to do 2 half double crochet, 1 in each of the 2 half double crochet from the previous row, just like that. So a lot of this is just, you know, repetitive stitching. So you're just going to go all the way across, do 1 half double crochet in the gap, and then 1 in each of the following 2 half double crochet. And it's that simple. And you just keep doing that until you get to the end of that round, and I will catch back up with you. Okay guys, I'm back. I have gone all the way to the very end. You will end up with 1 half double crochet in each of the last 2 stitches. Okay, now for row 5, this is a bit of a switch up. You're going to chain 4, and then you're going to turn. Alright, so you're going to skip the next 2 stitches. So again, we're going to skip 1 and 2, and then you're going to do a half double crochet in the next stitch. So you're going to skip this one, you're going to do a half double crochet here. Okay, then you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to skip the next 2, okay? And then you're going to repeat. So skip, skip, and then you're going to do a half double crochet in the next. Okay, chain 2. Again, we're doing the gaps here again. Because if you notice, we do a solid row, a gap row, then a solid row. Okay, so in order to make those gaps all the way through this project, you have to do some sort of chaining and skipping in combination together. So basically, where you should end up is this half double crochet should in line with the last half double crochet, or the first, I guess you could call it, the first one of the third round, I believe, and the first round. So every other round, your half double crochets need to line up here. Okay, so that one, and that one. That's how you tell that you've got your stitches in the correct place. So then you're going to, you've chained 2, you're going to skip 2, and then you're going to put a half double crochet in that next stitch. And you'll have to maneuver that one a little bit because that's kind of a stretch. Okay, so skip 2. Make sure you do your chain 2s, otherwise you will not have those gaps. 1, 2, skip 2. Okay, so basically what you're doing is you're going to make this row look like your first. Okay, this and this and this are not exactly the same gaps made. They are a little different. These gaps are smaller than these, and that's the pattern. But that's where it changes it up a little bit for you. So this right here, this stretch, you'll have to stretch it a little bit and try to keep your stitches a little loose, and that should help. So you skip 2 and then go into the third one for a half double crochet, chain your 2, and then you're just going to repeat that all the way across. And I do plan to try to work on my own pattern for a bonnet. Not sure when that's going to be. Like I say, well, if you're watching this video, I'm already at the beach, so I filmed it ahead of time so you guys will still have a video. But it will, you know, be as soon as I can come up with it based on my time. If I can come up with one. I don't pretend to be this huge pattern writer, because I just feel there's so much controversy out there about this person still in this pattern, this person still in that pattern. I don't really get in the mix of that. I just sit down and work with stitches, and what I come up with is what I come up with. You know, because we all use the same stitches, and a lot of the times in the same, almost same sequence. So I don't get into a lot of pattern writing. Every now and then I'll get something good that comes out, but those patterns I generally will do a video on, but I won't give the pattern away because it's my pattern. The smaller patterns I will, but the patterns are mine and they came from my brain, and I like to still have something in my work that is considered mine. So, and I hope you don't find that selfish. So anyway, I'll be working on that in the future. Alright, so I've got these last stitches here. Now what you're going to do is half double crochet into the top. Okay, so you're still going to skip 2, and you're going to go into that third one, do your half double crochet, and do your chain 2, and then you should still have one left. You're just going to do 1 half double crochet ending like we did down here. Okay, so at this point, this is what you should have. Okay, it's really beautiful pattern so far. Alright, so now you're going to go to row 6. You're going to turn, and we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now this is row 6. Now you're going to single crochet in the next chain 2 space. Right here, you're just going to do a single crochet. You're going to chain 4 again. Okay, and it says you're going to chain 4, single crochet, and next chain 4 space, repeat from beginning to end. Okay, so then you're going to go into the next chain 4 space, or chain 2 space, I'm sorry, and do a single crochet, and then you're just going to make 4 chains. That's not difficult. Single crochet and 4 chains. Okay, so just repeat that. That's what this is going to look like. Repeat that all the way across. I'll catch up with you.